everybody? It's Instructor Smiley. Thank you guys again for clicking on this video. If this is your first time here, welcome. If not, thank you guys for being here. Today, we're discussing this crazy combo with the Icarus EVO grip and the FDEZ Sentinel slide. This is what I like to call a do-it-yourself Spectre comp. So before we start the video, all guns are unloaded and cleared, hammer forward. So let's talk about this real quick. This could be a lengthy video, but if not, then I just can't get the information out in the time frame that I'm expecting. I'll make 2 or 3 more parts, which is what I want to do anyway, because I definitely want to dive in to the specifics of each of these things that I'm reviewing today. So as a whole, this is a do-it-yourself Spectre comp video. So a couple months ago, Sig released their Spectre comp 365xl. Blew the market away. Tons of people were grabbing it. The only issue that people saw were the price point. I believe the gun is anywhere from $1,300 to $1,600. Very, very expensive. So obviously what people do in the aftermarket is start creating ways to where you can get the same thing but cheaper. So first we'll start out with the FDEZ slide. The FDEZ slide is very, very similar to the Spectre comp slide. It uses a standard 365 barrel and gives you the full length of the 365xl. There's 2 ports on top. There is extremely aggressive side serrations, which is super nice if you're like me and you like to pressure check with your front serrations to make sure there's a round in your chamber. The 2 ports up front definitely help in reducing the recoil when you're shooting. I'll play a couple of clips that you've probably seen in the beginning that will show how flat the gun can be while shooting. Some things that they did do that gives it a lot of aesthetic looks is they have 3 little lightning cuts on the side. Like I said, the front serrations are super aggressive, and then they have their logo squeezed in there, which also just adds to it, letting you know this is FDEZ's material. There's an ST on the back, which I'm assuming means Sentinel, and I can't even explain to tell you how fun shooting this gun is due to the lack of recoil, right? It's ridiculous how fast your follow-up shots can be. It's ridiculous to see that your dot feels like it's never moving. That is in the event that you guys are using a dot. I'm sure with the sights, it is the same. I do get very, oh, no, that's standard co-witness with my standard sights. So that's also a plus. I have a 507K mounted on here directly into the slide. That's what it's cut for. The RMR, or not the RMR CC, excuse me, the RMSC or the 407K footprint, which is what everybody's going with now. So it's very, very similar to the Spectre comp. It's just a ton cheaper. So you get everything you would, but for a lot, not a lot less, but less, right? Instead of buying the whole gun, especially for you guys out there that were like me, that had the original 365xl build, seeing the Spectre comp go out and just be like, damn, I want that gun now. Well, here you have the option to get it if you really want it. Before you go out and spend the money to get it, like I say, try and go rent a Spectre comp at the range. They feel the same. So instead of you buying an entirely new slide or buying 6 slide off their website, which is $500, you can go ahead and get the Sentinel slide. So the Sentinel slide, like I said, is definitely worth every dollar. The reduction in recoil and muzzle flip it speaks for itself. If you're watching the video, you can see. I don't want to put a percent behind it just due to the fact that I personally haven't ran the numbers and don't know how these companies and individuals are coming up with 20%, 30% less reduction. I'll say this and call it a day. It's reduced. It's reduced enough for the point of the matter. If I had shot this before getting it, I would have bought one. That's how much reduction is taken out of it. You can see it in the video. I'll play a side by side of my video and my original 365 versus my Spectre comp or my Sentinel comp slide. So the slide is beyond crazy. Now let's talk about the grip. And I'm slightly disappointed in myself because I really wanted to do the review on the slide without the grip, because this is Icarus's EVO grip. Again, wow, there's not much I can say. Before I was running the Wilson Combat grip, phenomenal grip. I loved it. I had the Empire magwell on it and everything. Great grip, great for carry. Putting this in my hand just makes me like, damn, it's crazy what some of these companies are doing in the aftermarket for consumers. So the number one thing that grabbed my attention in the first place after picking up this gun was this curvature right here in the back side of the gun, so the spine of the gun. Don't know what the technical word for it is, but it's kind of like an additional push and it allows for the gun to sit right in your palm where you typically want it, and definitely adds to allowing you to grip the gun better. It has its undercuts under the trigger guard and the flat part of the trigger guard for you guys like to get under and grip it the same way I do. But another thing that definitely grabs my attention is the shelf standoff gas pedal, whatever you want to call it, on the front of your slide for you to rest your fingers on. They made it so it's ambidextrous, so they looked out for the left-handed people in the industry as well that wanted a new grip. So from right-handed, I have the shelf, the gas pedal on my left side. From left-handed, I have it on the right side. So either way, that was a really good look. The magazine release is ambidextrous. What's not ambidextrous from what I'm seeing is the slide catch. Can't really speak on that much. That's one of those it is what it is things. Most guns in the industry aren't ambidextrous for the slide catch unless you move them out, but I have yet to see that on the SIG builds. Another thing that they did that was new for me, and you guys will see it in the video, is definitely something that I should have done, was my TLR7 sub was made for the SIG 365. They added a 1913 rail to open up light options, but if you have a SIG light, the TLR7 sub, it will not stay on here. While I'm shooting, you will see it slide forward. Right now, boom, it comes off. So if you have one of these, you're definitely going to want to sell and replace it if you plan on buying one of these. Definitely, like I said, you can jimmy rig it on there. If you're that person that wants to just keep it on there with the tension alone, that's fine. Myself, I'm not a fan of that. I'm just waiting to go ahead and let this go. And I wanted to show you guys that this is not an effective way of having it on there. I'll actually play the videos of me shooting it, and in recoil, you can see it sliding up off of the rail. So you definitely don't want to have that on there if it's not the 1913 TLR7 sub. Moving forward, the grip texture on this is ridiculously perfect. It's not too aggressive, it's not too light. It's almost the perfect blend between the two, where it's aggressive enough to where I feel like the gun's not gonna fly out of my hand, but it's not non-aggressive enough to the point where if I start sweating, I feel like the gun's gonna slip. It's right in the middle. I have had guns in the past that the standard grip out of the factory was too aggressive, so I had owned an FN45 Tactical, an FDEX 45 Tactical. That gun was extremely aggressive for me. Like, as gripping it, I could take my hand off and see the stippling or the factory grip on my palm. I don't like that. This is, like I said, the perfect mix between the two. The added weight from this, like I said, I don't have another 365 slide to test this on to see how much weight reduction and recoil reduction it'll take off of it. But again, I'm not going to put a percent behind it. I'll tell you, it's ridiculous. The weight on it is not too much more different. It's not crazy different from an actual grip, but it's enough for you to feel it while you're shooting. It definitely shows you the change of it while you're shooting. Highly suggest getting one of these grips if you're in the market for one. And lastly, about the grip that definitely grabbed my attention was this flared out mag well at the bottom. So with my other mag, my 365 mag well, an issue that I had seen coming just due to the size of it was that your flush magazines typically won't get in there. I don't have a problem fitting flush mags in here because it's not a full mag well. If I had to give it a name, it's almost like a 50%. So it comes halfway up. Just in the back, it allows for you to kind of get the mag in there. This is a 15 round, so it doesn't defeat the purpose, but it's enough to get it in there and come forward. With the 12, it definitely sits flush in there, so you won't have an issue with that. I'll actually show you what the 12 looks like right now. So here's a 12 round mag, flush fit. All right, so that is super nice if you're a person like me who doesn't want to keep buying additional stuff like base plates or base pads to fit specific guns. You don't have to do that with this. So the combo together, I've been carrying now for 3 to 4 weeks ish. I definitely have around 700 to 800 rounds through the entire build. Like I said, it's super fun to shoot, but in the defense concept, it's also very accurate and very effective. In this situation where you need to get follow-up shots, you want to make sure that you can get them kind of as fast as possible. You don't have that issue with the way this slide is moving. You don't have to worry about your dot settling, which typically doesn't take long anyways through a standard gun, but it's a lot faster with this module and put togetherness of this gun. Crazy words today, guys, bear with me. Going forward, to compare this to a 365XL, I would definitely say this supersedes it. due to the fact of the grip module itself. The slides are very, very much on the same platform. The only step above I would give this is my ability to have my sight still and the price point. Again, you can get this cheaper than you can the 365 slide from FN. I like it. It's more aesthetically pleasing, and it gives me the exact same felt recoil from the Spectre comp. And again, you're saving money on it. So, but again, the big hit here is this grip paired with this combo. Like I said, in the future for this gun, I will be doing a separate piece by piece explanation on both of them. I'll probably go ahead and explain the Icarus grip against a standard 365 grip so you guys can see the weight reduction, the size, the viewpoints of everything, and then the slide. I'm going to do my best to get my hands on a regular 365 slide so I can show you guys the difference. Again, thank you guys for watching. Super excited to do this review. If you want, go back to the front, watch the clips again. If you don't believe how flat this shoots, it's ridiculous. If you guys want to get this slide, if you're sold on the slide, when you guys go to FDEZ Werx website, you can use code parallel5. I'm running a faction gold barrel because it gives me the same look as the actual Spectre comp. You don't have to run the gold barrel. You can run the chameleon barrel. You can run a standard black barrel. But again, very clear, you need a standard 365 barrel. 365, not the XL barrel. It will not fit in this, the 365 barrel. You can also use the same code at Faction's website, Parallel5, to get you guys some money off. Now, for the grip, these grips are never in stock. Again, thank you to FDEZ and thank you to Icarus Precision for sending me these two to review. For you guys that are looking for the grips, you have to sign up for the notifications. They're never in stock, but I guarantee you, if you get one of these grips, you will not regret it. Probably one of the best modifications on this gun, aside the slide. If you guys have been following, you know that I carry this gun every single day. On the weekends, I might change it up, but I still go back and miss this a little bit. So, but again, thank you guys for watching. We have some more reviews coming in the future. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. Here's a sneak peek to one of our other videos. I'll be doing a review on the Empire PVS recoil system for the 365. I just received that. It is releasing here in a couple of days, so you guys will be able to see, and I'll be able to explain a little bit more on it once I get some rounds through it. But thank you guys for watching. That is all today. I appreciate it. Please, if you have not done so already, like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you need to ask questions. You guys have a good one.